The Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Bank of Industry to improve workers' safety. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who sealed the partnership at the 3rd Lagos Occupational Safety and Health Conference, says his administration is committed to promoting workplace safety. He also inaugurated the Safety First campaign and unveiled the first occupational safety cadre in the Lagos State Public Service.
Protecting workers from risks that can cause permanent injury at workplace is the focus of discussion at the 3rd Lagos State Occupational Safety and Health Conference. The event, organized by the Lagos State Safety Commission, had in attendance the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Minister of State for Labour and Employment, members of the State Executive Council, first responders, and other key players to deliberate on occupational hazards and how they can be prevented.
This annual conference, organized by the Lagos State Safety Commission, has grown to become not just an event, but a forum for intellectual discourse, even as the construction sector continues to grow on a daily basis. Government alone cannot achieve this vision. Safety is a shared responsibility. I therefore call on every Lagosians, workers, employers of labor, community and religious leaders and residents to embrace safety as a personal and collective duty. Let us remain vigilant, proactive, and committed to preventing avoidable accidents. Together, we can create a culture where safety is not an afterthought, but a way of life.
As the policy formulating, advisory, and regulatory body
for the Lagos State Safety Commission, event and hospitality industry tops the highest burden sector in its enforcement activities in the last 3 years.
Construction and events and hospitality sector still remain our biggest sectors, where in the last 2024 we had 8,244 inspections, followed by schools and in the hospitality sector. We've also issued several clearances, particularly with regards to the events and hospitality sector. Our events and hospitality sector is growing by and large. From large events to concerts, we recently hosted the first of its kind E1 GP in Lagos State. With regards to enforcement, we've realized that our enforcement action is reducing as compliance is increasing. As we continue to go to more places, to inspect more places, largely our enforcement is reducing. But we still ensure that VTEs, vertical transportation equipment, are fully enforced to the latter as Lagos continues to move up.
The Minister of State for Labour and Employment, as well as other speakers, applauded the Lagos State government for creating an agency in charge of safety, which must be prioritized across states for safety of all workers.
A strong culture of safety reduces cost, boosts efficiency, and builds confidence among investors and communities. Occupational safety is therefore not just a regulatory requirement, but an essential driver of inclusive and sustainable growth. I must commend Lagos State for the vision it has demonstrated through the Lagos State Safety Commission. I think that's the only one we have in sub-regional.
Our challenge is to urge every state that is becoming urban to take a cue from what Lagos State is doing. Don't let us wait until when the problems start catching up with all of us.
The keynote speaker, Mr. Olusi, who is also the Managing Director and CEO of Bank of Industry, says about ₦1 trillion lost due to workplace accidents, which can be prevented.
The International Labour Organization estimates that unsafe and unhealthy working conditions cost the world about 4% of global GDP every year. And as you can imagine, this translates into hundreds of billions in lost output, which could otherwise have driven growth, innovation, and service to humanity. At the Bank of Industry, we believe that growth without safety is growth that cannot last. This principle drives how we appraise, finance, and monitor projects. Occupational safety is non-negotiable in our project assessment process. Through our ESG framework, every BOI-funded project undergoes rigorous safety due diligence to identify, assess, mitigate workplace risks before approval. We must work together to build ecosystems where productivity and worker protection go hand in hand, delivering real benefits for all. At this junction, I must say that I'm particularly excited about the bold initiatives championed by the Lagos State government. These efforts are not only transforming Lagos, but also setting the pace for how Nigerian businesses can thrive in a competitive global economy. From policies that strengthen infrastructure and industrial capacity to programs that empower MSMEs, Lagos State has shown that deliberate and well-structured action can unlock opportunities, drive innovation, and position enterprises for sustainable growth. And I want to take a moment to again recognize the leadership of my big brother, His Excellency, the Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who has demonstrated a willingness to partner with institutions like Bank of Industry and has remained unwavering in his commitment for the growth and well-being of Lagos.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says a society that aspires to prosper must safeguard lives and property and be strengthened with the Lagos State safety policy.
Today, I commend you, the Lagos State Safety Commission, and your entire leadership for your giant strides. It has made a significantly fulfilled, we believe, the mandate that we set out for you. We continue to strengthen our accountability and continue to demonstrate government's unwavering commitment to protecting life and property. Unwavering commitment to protecting life and property. We believe that this is grassroots presence that has enabled quicker response. It has enabled wider consultation and sensitization, and it has created a stronger safety culture amongst our various communities. Lagos is setting new standards in public service professionalism. It means that for the first time, safety will not just be treated as an hardcore responsibility, but as a recognized career path. It will be complete with its own structure, with its expertise, with its training, with its human capital development, will be enshrined in our public service. These steps will ensure that generations of Lagosians can benefit from a professional corps dedicated solely to occupational safety and health issues. We should wear our badges with pride, with joy, with responsibility, with accountability, with sense of dignity, with sense of transparency, ensuring that the greatest good is for the greatest number. It is not a function of who we know or what we don't know. It's to ensure that there's probity, there's fairness, there's just at all times. If you don't need to shut a place down, do not shut it down. If you think that what they did is just to encourage them, to speak to them, that's all you need to do. It's when you know that you want the full hand of the law on them, then you do not shy away from doing that.
With this signing of an MOU for occupational safety between Lagos State Government and the Bank of Industry, both parties now have a commitment in placing worker protection at the heart of enterprise development that will also strengthen MSME resilience and safeguard long-term stability of financial systems in Lagos State.